is seriously like basically you get your news. It's up. You're getting the real. And that is why I believe not only have my subscribers and others have now started to target and support the channel because they get it. Where have we been? Where is Benjamin Netanyahu? Is he dead? Something is going on with BB. That's what my sources believe. We have a serious problem, ladies and gentlemen. And I tried to tell you from the very beginning, we got a great show for you tonight. Welcome to the show. I am Clyde Yorkshire. I am a conservative. I am a Republican. It is a very, very unfortunate time for many people. This is a copy of the Constitution of the United States of America with the Declaration of Independence. This is a copy of it. I always keep a copy. And one thing my kids will always be able to say is that their dad did try to inform them, there's the iconic bell, about the very country in which they live. I've given them all a copy of the Constitution. I explained the monetary system to them. And as they get older, I would hope to go into debt with them, into depth with them, if you will, and explaining more about this country. I believe as Black Americans, we cannot afford not to tell our children about the country in which they live, helping them to navigate their way around trying waters, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a serious, serious problem on our hands. Welcome to the show again. Also, check us out on Spotify. Now, I was the first one to explain to you that we have heard over 100 U.S. service members were killed, and then that number ballooned to up to 1,000. Now, every week, my echoes are starting to come to reality. We explained to you as well that we believe that 4 radar systems were destroyed. Now they're saying over 6 of them. Why is this news coming out now? Why is it so late? And now do you have more trust in me that I told you the right thing? 4 THAAD systems that I counted was destroyed. Each of them costing up to 300,000. And then the battery. Now do you believe me? Now, not only that, we talked about, and we were one of the first ones to talk about the aircraft carriers being hit. Now it's like, oh man, people are saying, oh no, it was a laundry fire, something else happened. And I told you, I said they were hit and possibly had to retreat a little bit. This is not nothing shameful, but this is what happens when you don't get the correct intelligence. And you going out, and now the Strait of Hormuz was closed. We told you that as well. Some of you go, Trump, no strait is closed. You're beginning to see that this is a real problem, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they're saying Benjamin Netanyahu is dead. What is my take on that? I will tell you in a minute, but I warned you that this would be a very dangerous and treacherous road. We did not calculate a lot of things, and thus far, we're paying a heavy price. At this time, they're only announcing 13 service members have been killed. Iran is also announcing that they have some service members captured. This thing is escalating and going too far. And where are the adults in the room? Is there anybody that can step up and make something happen? President Trump is gaining on the reality. If we don't do something, and in my opinion, I think we should just simply shut the whole operation down, get ready for the third term, and move forward. If not, more than likely the Democrats may be able to obtain the House and begin their impeachment process. The swamp is very nervous, and they cannot afford for President Trump to basically remove them out of their powerful position. The swamp is not just a bunch of guys who is down with a few characters such as George Soros and Dr. Fauci. These are people who are in duchess and dukes of Europe. These are folks who are the silent partners and owners of the monetary system, or at least the Federal Reserve. These are very powerful people that cannot afford for a guy like President Trump to come in and disrupt the entire system. There is a lot going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's discuss this a little further. This is a serious, serious issue that is taking place. Many of you don't give a shit. Many of you will not wake up until suddenly we're getting missiles in America coming at us, until we have to start now thinking about bomb shelters, and until something tragic happened in our own country, generators going down of something of that sort, then we will slow down and go, oh my God, this is real. Or until oil prices go up to $8 or something like that, then you're going to wake up. Other than that, this doesn't affect any of you. You're still waiting for your child support check. You're still waiting for other kinds of foolishness, right? Help you to appreciate that something serious is going on. Now, Benjamin Netanyahu, something is wrong right now. I'm telling you right now, and he may just be dead. Not because of the AI video, but something else unusual just happened. And I don't know if you were watching, but again, a lot of you never are watching. You're never paying attention to the language, and you just don't catch on to anything. His wife came out and made a statement. Now, the statement did not confirm nor deny that he's dead, but it was an untimely or timely message. And it sounded like she wanted to say more, and it sounded like she kind of hinting to something unusual is taking place. Now, Benjamin Netanyahu has a lot to answer for in the international court in The Hague. The court of public opinion are not on the side of Israel. America hubris, America's influence, and America's pocketbooks, unfortunately, have kept Benjamin Netanyahu on the okay. Right now, if any France or any other one of the European countries was to come at Israel, America could help them out and get them out of trouble. But how long does that last? And would Europe take time to show America you've got too big for your britches, and Benjamin Netanyahu will stay with us? Benjamin Netanyahu is also in the middle of court cases. Now get these likes up. Let's come on. We got to get this right. 333. Let's come on. Let's get this going. You know the routine. Don't worry about who's in here yet. We're going to get there. You know how this goes. Now, the Israeli people are very tired. They're running in and out of bombshells. This is getting whack. They are really, really, really under strain. They are really tired. And in my opinion, I believe they have had enough. And I don't blame you. Israel has had enough. And honestly, I believe they're also calling for a ceasefire. Okay, this is going beyond the 12-day war. I think Iran wants a ceasefire, but again, they don't want a ceasefire. They are willing to go out with a bang. Now, this is going to spare Muslims on around the world. This is what they live for. Allahu Akbar! Allah, just go out with a goddamn bang and go down martyrdom with your supreme leader. Israel needs to watch it, okay, because they also have bigger and stronger missiles and are willing to take the Zionist regime out. The Zionists, as they call them, have never been more weak than right now. Now, is Benjamin Netanyahu dead? What say you? I say, if he's not dead, he has been injured seriously. Now, understand one thing. If Iran can take out THAAD systems, I want my smart people out. Light your blunts, do what you do. Get your Marlboros, your Winstons, get your coffee, your tea. You're the public, so you do all kinds of things, right? Get your alka-seltzer, your coffee. I don't know what you're doing out there. But get ready because we're going to be talking and share this. Get those likes up so we can let our people know that we outside. We outside, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's get these likes up. We're outside. We're outside. Come on. I need some help here. You guys know how it is. And you know, because we tell the truth, because we give it to you the way it is, we're going to get some hate. We're going to get some backlash. They're going to try to curve me from reaching your ears. But I need you to step up and help the brother out. Right now, I should have minimum 20 likes. But you know how you niggas do it. You come in here with your slippers on and you just swassing in here, just seeing what's going on instead of helping a nigga out. Nobody asked you for no monies and no donations, but it's okay. Now, I believe from the information that I got, Benjamin Netanyahu was hurt. Listen to this. Now, here is a regime that has the power. Say that again. Here's a regime, ladies and gentlemen, that is able to take out radar systems. You feel bad for me, but not that bad. Yeah, one thing you gotta know about me, I'm from the streets. I've been through ups and downs. Your frivolous niggotry and foolishness don't bother me, sir. Okay, you got the wrong character, G. I'm not. No offense, Carissa Shields. You cannot push me around. Your little comments mean nothing to me. But get the likes up anyway. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. We have been able to hit radar systems with pinpoint accuracy, blinding the United States of America from seeing down into the country and into the Gulf. We've hit pinpoint military installations accurately. We've hit hotel floors accurately where European dignitaries are staying, who's sitting up close eating their popcorn. Get the likes up. We got 50 people in the building. Come on, get the likes up. Let's come on. Yeah, know how we do. You want to keep this good first-hand information. I'm giving you first-hand information. We told you about the go look at the look at the lives before this one. When we told you about the battery systems that was destroyed, the radar systems, now the news are telling you about it. We told you there was way more soldiers killed, some captured. Now they're bringing it out. There we go. Get them up. Let's get to 20. Now, if we can hit radar systems with pinpoint accuracy, do you not think that we can get Benjamin Netanyahu or they can get Benjamin Netanyahu? Do you not think so? These people are given intelligence from Iran, from Russia, from China, so they can hit the radar systems. You don't think that they can tell them where Bibi Netanyahu is? There he goes, right over there. Follow him. Wait till he get in his bed slippers and get in the bed with his, you know, with his device and take him out. This is a serious thing. Now, again, I don't know if he's out. I don't know if he's alive. But I know right now, Benjamin Netanyahu, it is not a good time for him right now. And that is why there is nobody that can make him get off the airwaves unless something seriously has happened. And now his wife has put out a statement, neither confirming nor denying. Europe wants him gone. Half of the Muslim world, if not most of the Muslim world, wants him gone. This is a very, very dangerous time. Uh, I don't know what is going to happen with my brother, but what I can tell you is that Benjamin Netanyahu must surface in the next 72 hours. If not, I believe not only will the fan flame continue, but I believe these rumors could be possibly true. Now, I got some news clips for you to listen to because, again, a lot of you niggas just don't think that crap stinks. And we have to show you now that it is real. And unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I have to show you. Now, what Dingaling said, don't put fake information. Why don't you go take a journey somewhere and bounce? No one has put out fake information yet. We told you about the radar systems, how much they cost. Fact. We told you about the battery systems. It turns out to be fact. We told you that more military was killed. It turned out to be fact. We told you about many things that is going on. The Strait of Hormuz being closed. And to the contrary, your goofy ass have nothing to offer. So since you're not the one preparing the meal or serving the meal, sit your thirsty, foolish, neglectful behind down and shut your doggone mouth. Now, shout out to all my white girls. Shout out to all my white people in the building today. I love you. I am a huge supporter and lover of white people. I love them to death, just so you know. And I love that good old flag right there. A lot of yous don't like it, but that's your business, and you can go to hell as well. Just so you know, my mother was broke. She was on welfare. Daddy hitting the crack pipe. You think I give a shit about some funky, goofy niggas coming on saying, hey, this and that? Look, I've been through a lot, man. You understand me? I've been rejected a lot in my life. I've been mistreated sometimes in the court system. You know, you think I'm going to care if some dummy says something about me? I don't care. I can't get my black card revoked. Now, I need most of my white women. Please come up to the front seats. You know, we need our audience. How y'all doing today? We're going to talk, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to show you is that I've been right all along, and perhaps you've been right all along. You knew that this war was a bad idea. Democrats was going to fry our ass cheeks and serve them like spam with some good old Texas toast and some good grilled onions, and they are. I want to save the party. Unfortunately, no disrespect, you can't always rely on Candace Owens. Most of the time, you can. You can't always rely on Sean Hannity. Sometimes you can't rely on Tucker Carlson. You need someone like myself to come up, or Charleston White, and give it to you different. Because they're not going to give it to you. I am telling you the truth. We have got a problem, ladies and gentlemen. It's real. Now, I'm hearing we have had over 10 radar systems hit, 7 military bases. I only got news of 4. Okay? And now, again, this has spiraled so far out of control. We seriously need to do some damage control if you are the United States of America. I had to go out and get gas recently. It has went up. Now, if you're just coming in the room, you're just lighting your spliffs, you're just pouring your wine, okay? Benjamin Netanyahu is probably injured really bad, critically, or probably deceased. I don't know which one of those options, and maybe he's just sitting back having a Coors Light, laughing at everyone. But I seriously doubt that everything is all good with Benjamin at this time. Again, his wife came out and made a statement that was cryptic. No one knows what does that mean, and what are you doing in the middle of war making a statement? I don't hear Melania saying anything. I have never heard Bush wife or any prime minister wife saying anything. We have problems, let alone the creepy video Get those likes up. Come on, guys. You know how they do me. Right now, they're hating in the algorithms. They hate it. I got to pay my own way to get these videos out. I don't get freebies. They're not like, oh, hey, what a nice black guy for the white guy. He's for Trump. They're like, that nigga's the problem. He's helping change the narrative. He's going against the mighty Democratic Party and their unfortunate puppet, the black church, and some black women that they're using. Can't have me up here talking. They look at me worse than InfoWars. Get the likes up. Come on, let's get them to 20. That's all I'm asking. We can work our way from there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to all my white women out there. You know I love y'all. I love white men too. Is any white men out there today? I love you. Can I get a hug? Oh, no, that guy's gay. Oh, shut up. When we got good vibes, I like good vibes. How about y'all? I love good vibes. I love going to radio, hockey games, basketball games. I love good energy. I hate when race comes in there. It just kills everything, doesn't it? It's like having roaches. It's no good for the energy. They hate that flag right there is being supported by black men, white men. They don't like that. They hate that. And shout out to all my black men out there that are veterans, law enforcement, black men who are first responders, governors, mayors, state troopers, and serving your country in one way or the other. I love my brothers. And we're going to continue to represent as black people. And we're going to continue to make sure that the flag stands and that we represent the Constitution of the United States. Together we stand and divided we fall. We are going to continue to thrive in the face of uncertainty. We didn't get this far for us just to fall away. We are a powerful country, ladies and gentlemen, and we are beautiful. And when we fight together and when we come together, no one can beat us. They can't even come close. They fear America when a black man is strong and powerful. It is the most feared country. Even Europe, Israel, everybody is afraid of this country when we got our stuff together. They're afraid. When they see unprecedented numbers of black men going into the military, see, on our party, we want black men in the military. The Democrats want you in jail. We switching it up. You understand me? We want you married. They want you divorced. We want you having children. They want you having abortions. There's a huge difference. We want no men and women's sports. They want men and women's sports. We want traditional marriage. They want same-sex marriage. Have you not seen that already? This has nothing to do with me being Uncle Sam. This has nothing to do with me being a hater. I don't like black women. That is a cheap narrative that Democrats use because they have no talking points. And this is why this war have hurt us, because the Democrats are looking stupid. They lost a lot of their voting base because a lot of them got sent back home and they are illegal. And so Democrats is like, oh my God, what if we don't win the primaries? Yeah, your ass is toast. And we're gonna light your tail up, honey. You understand me? Now we understand if you get out in office, you're gonna get at us. Listen to these videos. I got some good ones for you. And the purpose of these videos is not to bring down the country, not to show weakness, and not to say
Netanyahu is still serving as Prime Minister of Israel, and despite intense online speculation, there is no credible confirmation from verified Israeli government channels. As of now, Benjamin Netanyahu is still serving as the Prime Minister of Israel, and despite intense online speculation, there is no credible confirmation from verified Israeli government channels, mainstream international reporting, or official emergency statements that he was injured, killed, or rendered unreachable by the Iranian barrage. On the contrary, the evidence currently available points in the opposite direction. Netanyahu has remained publicly active through official statements, appearances, and government messaging, even as Iran continues to frame its missile campaign.
Now, that part is a lie, ladies and gentlemen. He has not remained active publicly. That is a whole lie. Unfortunately, these are the same people who told us in a very... Get the likes up. You guys know what this is. Come on, help me out here. These are the same people who started off telling us that Ukraine is winning the war. And then we found out that they're lying. Ukraine is not winning the war. We found out Ukraine was being slaughtered. Ukraine's children were being slaughtered. Soldiers were being slaughtered. We found out it wasn't Putin trying to take over Europe, that NATO was putting weapons on the border of Ukraine. And Putin said, I told you that's the red line. The truth has to come out. Take a listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Does not like to discuss public forums, congressional hearings, or the press releases it issues from MacDill Air
We
Force
got a
Base
problem.
in Tampa. It is not classified. It is not concealed inside a black budget line that requires a security clearance to read. It appears in Government Accountability Office reports, in NPR investigations, in internal Navy engineering emails obtained under Freedom of Information Act requests, and in the frustrated letters that mothers of deployed sailors wrote to journalists.
You hear it here first.
Washington was listening. The number is 205. That is the number of maintenance calls the crew of the USS Gerald R. Ford logged in fewer than 4 days in the summer of 2025. Not combat damage calls, not missile intercept calls, toilet calls. According to documents obtained by NPR, the engineering department's own emails describe hull maintenance technicians working 19 hours a day to track down and fix leaks, with toilets going down for hours at a time in sections across the ship. The USS Gerald R. Ford is the most expensive warship ever constructed in the history of human civilization. Its construction cost is estimated at $13, $3 billion, officially making it the most expensive aircraft carrier ever built. It is nuclear powered.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, they want us to believe that there's nothing to see here. The U.S. carrier was not hit. We have toilet problems, and a fire broke out in the laundry room. That's all. There was the jets that were down was no issue, or it was friendly fire by Iraq. But that's not what people who are on the ground or who know, that's not what they're saying, ladies and gentlemen. Take a listen. It gets worse.
The United States is taking heavy losses in the war in West Asia. It has lost 13 soldiers.
Listen.
The United States is taking heavy losses in the war in West Asia. It has lost 13 soldiers so far, and 140 of them are injured. 4 American jets have crashed. 10 American radars lie in ruin. But a bigger problem.
Back that hoe up. Back that hoe up.
Iran claims that it has struck American nuclear power.
Listen, this is a shame. And by the way, this is a very credible and real major channel that you listen to. Wait a minute. I only told you about 4 radar systems. They're reporting now, telecom and everybody, that there's 10 of them. Meaning we are damn near blind in the Middle East. When were y'all going to tell us this? And possibly the carriers were actually hit. We told you this a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And this just came out yesterday. Get those likes up. Come on, guys. Come on. We're not looking for a billion views today. I'm just looking for the 60 folks that is here, at least 30 of y'all niggas, to give me a like. YouTube is not letting me go through and like this is Dubai through their wonderful airports. They're going to stop and frisk me and give me a hard time. Thank you. I need the likes. I need the help. I'm giving you the real news. You can sift through the fake news in America. They have it filtered so bad. They're liars. These are the same people that told you Vladimir Zelensky was winning. Just keep sending money. Keep sending tomahawks. Wasting our stockpile. These people work for the deep state and they want to see America fail. They want black people to say, look at that white guy. Let's go beat his ass. F him. Racism. Civil rights. That's what they're pushing in us. We're fighting back and there's no help from you. You aren't helping do anything. We're going down if we do not fight. Get my likes up there. Let's get them to 20 at least. Come on.
Is taking heavy losses in the war in West Asia. It has lost
Back it up.
soldiers so far. The United States is taking heavy losses in the war in West Asia. It has lost 13 soldiers so far, and 140 of them are injured. 4 American jets have crashed. 10 American radars lie in ruin. But a bigger problem seems to be appearing in the high seas. Iran claims that it has struck American nuclear-powered warship. The CENTCOM has quickly denied this claim. Our next story brings you more details.
Now, I'm not here to debate with this woman and this and you guys and MSM. We're not doing that. We know what it is. You niggas can lie all you want. You can hide it all you want. We are not doing that over here. Okay, we're gonna give you the truth. You're gonna go take it and go, oh, I did never heard that yet. And then it's gonna come out and you're gonna say, damn, that nigga be knowing. How do he be knowing? Take a listen, ladies and gentlemen. It gets worse.
News that we have been following here is we're learning 4 U.S. service members have been killed. Here's a post here from CENTCOM shared just a short time ago. We're learning 4 U.S. service members were killed when a KC-135 refueling aircraft crashed in western Iraq yesterday afternoon. U.S. Central Command confirmed early this morning that the refueling aircraft went down around 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
How?
4 of the 6 crew members aboard the aircraft have been confirmed dead as rescue efforts continue. And we do want to just share with you a bit more information as we continue to learn more about this. The circumstances surrounding the incident remain under investigation. Officials said the loss of the aircraft was not the result of hostile fire or friendly fire. The identities of the service members are being withheld pending notification.
You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? It don't even make sense to even watch the news. Get this crap out of here. Wait a minute. The plane goes down, and I listen to the mother of this soldier, one of the soldiers. The plane goes down, and you're saying it was not the enemy, no, and it wasn't the allies. We just had a malfunction. Okay, so the aircraft carrier was hit. Oh, that was a malfunction as well. The plane just went crashing down, and that was a malfunction. The laundry room broke out in a fire, and that was a malfunction. Soldiers have been captured. Ah, it's not true. Okay. I'm not liking this, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking very airy and scary, but we're not done. Just give me a few more seconds.
The United States is taking heavy losses in the war in West Asia. It has lost 13 soldiers so far, and 140 of them are injured. 4 American jets have crashed, 10 American radars lie in ruin. But a bigger problem seems to be appearing in the high seas. Iran claims that it has struck American nuclear powered warship. The CENTCOM has quickly denied this claim. Our next story brings you more details.
Now, whether you want to believe that or not, ladies and gentlemen, from sources credible have told me that this is more than likely the truth. Okay, now again, I don't want to be the guy who you're feeling like, oh, you're snitching on the country. We've lost this war already. If you feel that it is necessary that we lie to the American people, we've lost already. Take a listen.
West Asia are no longer ruled by fighter jets alone. A silent welcome back. The skies over West Asia are no longer ruled by fighter jets alone. A silent storm is rising, and it is rewriting the rules of modern warfare. Iran's drones and missiles are now targeting the very eyes and ears of American power. This next story details how these Iranian strikes are taking out American radars, which are key to the missile defense systems.
I told you. Why do I have to lie? Question is, why do our news have to lie? Take a listen.
War in West Asia is entering a new phase, not louder, but smarter and far more dangerous. In recent weeks, the battlefield has been flooded with Iranian drones and precision missiles. Their targets are critical, the radar systems that guide American and Israeli missile defense. Without radar and air defense systems are blind.
That's right, we're blind.
And that is exactly the weakness Iran is now exploiting.
I want to let you guys know something. Now, some of you might have never flown blind. The most terrifying thing, and I still have nightmares about it, I was on a motorcycle one day and I crashed. I was putting on my helmet and I had a face mask. And when the helmet went down, the face mask went over my eye and it was too late to pull it off or up. And I was just like this. And I just did what I did, slowed it down and just laid the bike down and I crashed. Do you know what it feels like to be in a plane and you can't see? Or you get turned upside down and around. You don't know which way is up, down, which way is left, right, east, west, north, and south. It is the most frightening thing you can ever imagine next to being on a motorcycle and something gets in your eye and you can't get it out and you can't see. It is terrifying. Okay, what has just happened to the United States is terrifying. We got over 100 people in here. Could we not get the likes, at least 10 likes? Guys, come on now. Look out for the brother. Look out for the black man. Where my white girls at? Where my brother? Where my white people at? I need white folks because see, niggas sometimes ain't gonna look out for you. Niggas is coming in here looking for a discount and looking to see what they can get free. No offense. I need help. Please help me get these likes up. I know I can rely on white folks. White folks will buy your CDs. They'll buy your album. Niggas is gonna bootleg it and try to get it off the radio. No offense, black folks. Y'all know how y'all do. That's why I never rely on my own folks to help me out. It's okay. I feel like I can. I'll just try to do it myself. No offense, but it's true. Get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Please help me out here. We have a serious problem, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we were answering the question earlier: is Benjamin Netanyahu dead? Okay, I don't want to say yay or nay because I don't actually have the 100% answer, but I will tell you this, honey. Benjamin Netanyahu is not the same, and his words are coming back to haunt him. Take a listen.
Preliminary investigation by the US military has found that the US was responsible for that strike on an Iranian school, with Iranian officials saying that 175 people were killed there. From the New York Times, those questions were based on specific reporting from the New York Times. The Times today is reporting that a preliminary investigation by the US military has found that the US was responsible for that strike on an Iranian school, with Iranian officials saying that 175 people were killed there, the majority of them children. Now, the Times is saying that it may have been a targeting mistake based on outdated intelligence. Now, earlier, US President Donald Trump had suggested that Iran was to blame for that strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what kills our credibility. When it took a whole investigation just for us to learn the very truth is that no,
those questions were based on specific reporting from the New York Times. The Times today is reporting that a preliminary investigation by the US military has found that the US was responsible for that strike.
You knew that. I knew that.
With Iranian officials saying that 175 people were killed there, the majority of them children.
Girls.
Now, the Times is saying that it may have been a targeting mistake based on outdated intelligence.
I can accept
earlier,
that.
US President Donald Trump had suggested that Iran was to blame for that strike. He was asked about this new reporting this morning. For the strike on the school in Iran, a new report says the military...
Now, respectfully, I support the commander-in-chief. He knew from the very beginning that we had hit the school. It was a mistake. There were little girls there, coffins of little children. All you had to do was say it was a mistake. The maps were outdated. We were hitting a military installation that was just a few blocks away, and unfortunately, we got it wrong. That was the right thing to do. But to say that it was Iran and then have to have another source come and verify it, and at the same time call them fake news, when now they're making us look like the fake administration can't tell the truth.
Israel is bombing Iran, the war along Israel's northern border has been intensifying. Israeli airstrikes are pounding Hezbollah targets in Lebanon while tanks push deeper into the south. But in a surprising turn, Hezbollah rockets have struck central Israel without warning sirens. A moment that...
And I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. The reason why alarms did not go off, ladies and gentlemen, was because our air defenses have been significantly degraded. That is why they did not go off. And the radar systems that would normally give us at least a 5 to 10 minute window to let you know, oh my God, something is coming in, and woo, woo. Now that those have been destroyed from Iran, you don't get warnings. Oh shit, there they come, run! That's what's going on now in Israel. Just do you understand that? Okay, some of you niggas act like just shake your head if you get it. I told you that from the very beginning. You don't get it. We're in a world of trouble. And that's why this war needs to stop, because Israelis are going to lose their lives, unfortunately, for no goddamn reason, because no one has the god doggone sense to stop this war. Like this video, share this video, help me stay on top. You're going to have people who get mad because why are you telling on our positions? I'm not telling. I'm helping the American people to understand why this war should not continue, what is happening to our service people, what we need to be doing next, how we should be praying for our country, and the damages that we're taking. That's all I'm doing. You, on the other hand, want to keep all of this blind, and then on top of that, put out fake ass narratives, lie, and act like, man, we only lost about one soldier, and we had all these bases, and I ain't heard about no radars being hit. You's a goddamn liar. You's a doggone liar. That's what your problem is. You like to lie. And the American people are not going to allow that. We just tell us, how many of y'all like the truth? Put a one in the chat if you like to know the truth, even if it's bad news. Put a one in the chat if you like to know the truth. Put a one. Let me get a one. If you don't care, put a two. If you don't mind what is actually going on in this war, put a two. You feel like it's up to the administration, the news media, but if you respectfully want to know the damn truth, put a one in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. No, we're not freeing Diddy or Epstein. Thank you. One, 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 one. All you see is ones. People want to know the truth. Do not cover up the lie in the name of we are Republicans. We got red hats, so we cannot give the media the truth. One. Everybody, there was not one, two in the chat. Everybody put ones. The American people want to know the truth. Don't lie to us. Just give it to us straight. We might need a little bit of vodka. We might need a cigarette. Okay? Just keep it real. Some dingaling puts a two. Who's that? Jeff Black now. Oh, it's a black guy too. A black guy put a two in there. Jeff the black guy. See, you see what I mean about black people? This is the niggatry that I be talking about. Jeff says he does not want to know the truth. He doesn't want to know what's in his chips. He don't want to know what's in the hood. He don't want to know what's in his soda. He don't want to know what's going on in the military. Jeff is a damn fool. It's all the black folks. Everybody else put ones in there, and here go the black folks putting two in there. Y'all are seriously disturbing, ladies and gentlemen. This is a sad commentary on our part that the people are that ignorant, foolish. And listen, if you don't want to know, I'm not gonna. I'll take that back. I respect that. I get it. Some people, if they're being cheated on, they don't want to know. Some people, if their government is lying to them, they don't want to know. Okay, I get it. Look, I take that back. You're not so stupid. If that's the way you feel, I respect your decision. But true people want to know if their children have been killed. Real people want to know if our soldiers are being killed and how our tax dollars are being spent. I thought maybe my mistake, that's the way everybody felt. Unfortunately, it looks like that's not the case, and I respect that. If you don't want to know, you have a right to not want to know. I respect that, okay? I apologize. I take that back. You do not have to know what is going on, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, take a listen.
Of this war in the Middle East, the most intense yet for the U.S. bombing campaign in Iran, according to the Pentagon. But the consequences on the U.S. side are coming into sharper focus as well. The Pentagon said today that in addition to the 7 U.S. troops killed so far, 140 have been injured, including 8 severely. Meanwhile, members of Congress say despite briefings, they've been given no official price tag and are instead relying on the Center for Strategic and International Studies, a think tank that's pegging the war costs at over $890 million a day. Also tonight, the White House and Pentagon are working to get on the same page about how long this war is expected to continue. Here's Chief White House Correspondent Nancy Cordes joining us with more. Nancy, good evening.
Good evening, Tony. The Defense Secretary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot get any honest answers out of Washington. And unfortunately, the administration, I get it, don't want to share the information. So we have to rely on a think tank. who can estimate for us how much the war is costing. And obviously, you know it costs more. They just estimated $800 million a day. And in the first 2 days, we're estimating cost us $5 billion to start the war. Nigga, that nigga lying. He one of them white them. He with the white niggas. He probably wear the Ku Klux Klan's flag, hood. That's what they saying. I'm lying. Okay, take a listen.
Terry said point blank today the length of this conflict is entirely at the discretion of the commander in chief. It comes one day after Trump told CBS News that the war is, quote, very complete, even as the Pentagon was claiming the fight had just begun.
Iran stands alone.
Listen.
U.S. bombing campaign in Iran, according to the Pentagon, but the consequences on the U.S. side are coming into sharper focus as well. The Pentagon said today that in addition to the 7 U.S. troops killed so far, 140 have been injured, including 8 severely. Meanwhile, members of Congress say despite briefings, they've been given no official price tag and are instead relying on the Center for Strategic and International Studies, a think tank that's pegging the war costs at over $890 million a day. Also tonight, the White House and Pentagon are working to get on the same page about how long this war is expected to.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you know that this war is costing us $800 million a day, and it started off with a $2 billion price tag to start with. Excuse me, a $5 billion price tag to start with. What? How far do you want this war to go? We can't go any further. It has to stop now. It needs to slow down now. Now, let me just tell you, Benjamin Netanyahu, I believe it is a strong possibility that Benjamin Netanyahu is actually dead. It is a strong possibility. Listen, who is this, Jeff? What are you going to do about it? About what? Talk to me, Jeff. What do you want? Talk to me. Let me hear some of your buffoonery. It is a very big possibility that Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, is more than likely, if not dead, he's injured. This is very scary. This information that you know, okay, you said the information that I know. What are you? What am I going to do with it? First and foremost, you as a Negro or a black person, or you one of them sovereign guys or Hebrew Israelisms, I don't know what you are, Nation of Islam or whatever you are. But you as a black ass guy, what do you do with information that your ass get about your ancestors? What do you do about information that you get about your status, your UCCs, your sovereign citizenship? What do you do about information that you get? You share it. What I'm doing with this information is what I'm supposed to do. I am bringing it to the people. The same way I share everything else. The word of God. The same way I share is the earth flat, in my opinion, or not. Now, this information that I'm getting about what is going on, it goes to show you that the party is not like you. It's not like you niggas. It's not like you Democrats, you liberals. We tell the truth no matter what. We don't lie and hide shit. We're not like you. We keep it real. That's what we're doing. You don't lie your way out of a situation. It can't help you to continue that. It is too costly. It is too stressful. And you lose credibility at some point. As they say, you can lie to everyone sometimes, but you can't lie to everyone all the time. At some point, people are going to find out. We live in an information age where people are looking into things and they are going to look it up. That's how they saw Benjamin Netanyahu had 6 fingers. What do you mean? What are you going to do with this information? This is how people help one another. This is how word gets out. This is how small businesses are started. This is how petitions begin. We come together as Americans, we talk about things that we agree or disagree with, and we come together and we attack. What you are seeing right now is Americans, Republicans, pushing back a little bit. We're not trying to hurt Trump, but we're pushing back. Whether it's Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, whether it be myself or Charleston White, we're not like you. Y'all cover stuff up. Whether you are liberal, progressive, you lie. You're liars. That's how the Democrats get down. You're liars. You rather hide the truth about what is going on in the military, what is going on with Ukraine, where our money is going, who you sent it to, shell companies, is Biden alive or dead? You niggas are just liars. We are not like that. We can be part, and I'm sure you love that, right? Put a one in the chat. If you want a party that will hold accountable the administration, put a one in the chat. If you want people not to be a yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, knowing that something is wrong and not right, do you want somebody just to be like, yeah, let us just go to war and be stupid, knowing that we could possibly lose lives, knowing that we could possibly die? Do you want somebody to lie to you like how the Democrats do to niggas? This is why Democrats have kept niggas in their ghettos, in their neighborhoods, in their check cashing place, eating 2 pieces of chickens at Williams Fried Chicken, and keeping you divorced, keeping you in jail, because this is what you allow. You allow this stuff. This is what we do. And so this is a very different twist for black folk. Black folk is like, wow, I didn't know we could be so honest. And yes, we can. And I expect that from my country. I don't care what President Trump goes through, I expect him to be honest. I don't care what the Department of War, the Pentagon, or Congress go through. They need to be honest. Now, some stuff, if it's classified, just flat out tell us it's none of your business. We can't tell you right now. We'll have a report out for you sometime in 5 or 10 years. Okay, well, at least you're letting us know. But don't lie to us. Some of you guys don't mind a little lying. I cannot get with that. I will never get with that. I will never appreciate that. And that's why I left the Democratic Party, because you're nothing but liars. All you care about is men and women's sports, same sex marriages, and propping up your narrative, the hate for the white man and the burning of the flag. Nobody wants that. You are the gaslighters. You guys are the disinformation, misinformation. You're the phonies, the cronies, the fakes. You don't find that over here. And I'm sorry, some of you might not be used to that. And I get all of that. I respect that. I understand it. Truly, I say unto thee, I get it. But that's not what we're doing over here. The U.S. service members that go and defend this country and put their lives on the line do not expect us to just sit here and watch this foolishness go on and say nothing. They expect us to stand on business. They expect us to say something, do something. That's what makes America great, is that we can hold the news accountable, Congress accountable, the administration accountable, our mayors, our governors, our police officers, our doctors, our scientists. We hold them accountable. And in some cases, our own parents. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do I believe Benjamin Netanyahu is dead? I'll tell you this, something going on. And we should have stopped this a long time ago. We wouldn't be here. Benjamin Netanyahu ain't in the greatest health. I'll tell you that right now. There's something seriously going on, very, very wrong. And to put out, as Candace Owens was right about, to put out a fake generated 6-fingered Benjamin Netanyahu, then to have his wife come out. When last time you seen his wife tweet something like this? I didn't even know she tweeted. Yeah, you don't know what the hell's going on. You didn't know about the radar systems. You don't know about getting the SSR. You didn't know about the nuclear uh, crafts getting hit, aircraft carriers. You don't know about the planes going down and refueling. You don't know about none of this shit, do you? Because you are so stuck in your niggatry. I want black folks to listen to me now. Chris Rock was right when he said niggas love not to know. I don't know. I don't know where they brought. I don't know what Vital Records is. I don't know what a constable is versus a state trooper or marshals are. I don't know. They all cops to me. I don't know about no judge and no law and law library. I don't know. I don't know about no constitution. I don't know. You love not to know. All you want to talk about is what the white man owe you. You stupid fools. That's all you like to do. What the white man owe you. What the country owe you. But I don't know. My kids don't know. And you're talking about race and you're so stupid that how many niggas in his chat? Where's Jeffrey at? Hey, Jeff, have you ever given one of your children, your nieces, or your nephews a copy of this? Of course not, because you are a stubborn piece of piece of fried chicken, aren't you? Huh? Have you talked to your children about financial literacy? No, but you talk to them about Martin Luther King and race relations and men and women's sports. I bet you have. How many of you niggas out there have talked to your children about the monetary system, money? How many of you talk to them about credit? How many of you have talked to them about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence? You don't care about that shit because you don't know. I don't even know where you get one of these. Would you get this at Dollar General? No. Barnes and Nobles. How many of you have given your children as a gift a map or globe? No, you gave them an action figure, didn't you? A condom, of course. You see how niggas are? And they are so upset that brilliant minds like myself represent this community. And I'm going to expose you silly niggas who work for the deep state, you silly Negroes who work for the liberal left, Dr. Fauci and George Soros, you silly, simple minded, rap having ass niggas who can care less if a comet hits the planet. You just want to know what Papoose is going to do and Clarissa Shields and 50 Cent trolling. Nobody gives a shit. It's a little humorous at times, but nobody cares about your Cardi B and who Offset is fucking. You stupid trash. That's what this is. Oh, I don't like that nigga. He sounds scary. He sounds like he'll hang a nigga. It is just your stupidity. And don't get mad at me because you are stupid. You don't care what you eat. You don't care about your dietary. You don't care about your health. You don't care about your children learning anything remotely close to benefit the next 10, 15, 20 years of their life. You don't take your children to Washington, D.C. to see the memorial, to see museums, repositories. Niggas don't think about any of that shit. You're too busy like Jasmine Crockett, funky ass, who we just ousted out of Get out of here. Huh? We're turning Chicago red, nigga. Huh? You want Nicki Minaj to be like Cardi B with the next football player getting pregnant, talking about I don't like Trump. Get your stupid, goofy, non-vocabulary ass out of the way. And thank God for Nicki Minaj. Beautiful black woman coming to the White House with dignity, unlike Megan Thee Stallion, who Maxine Waters want to big up for black women. Get out of here. Sexy Red, get your goofy Negro fried chicken ass out of here and go to the Democrats over there to get you a chitlin sandwich. We're tired of you niggas real bad. We're tired of you niggas. You just stink like the streets of New York, the piss. You are filthy niggas. You just love food stamps, don't you? You love public assistance. That's what you're mad about. You're not mad about anything else. You just the food stamps are gone. That's what you're mad about, right? The Section 8, the Medicaid. You just a filthy minded section of black folks, because all black folks are not like this. Good black folks don't like none of this stuff. Good black folks are out there hustling. We're passing on land, acreage, constitutions. We're passing on wealth, good dietary to our children. We're working with our brothers and sisters, not our counterparts. You hear the language of Democrats, our counterparts. The fuck, they ain't got no fucking counterpart. Don't play with me. White people are my brothers and my goddamn sisters. That's who I go to war with. That's who I die with. That's who I'm going to the cemetery with. That's who I'm going to church with. That's who I'm going to bed with. That's who I'm waking up with. That's who I'm going to eat with, sleep with. The whole 9 yards. This is our family. We ain't got no goddamn counterparts over here. Niggas don't like shit like that. You're so used to, and it's beautiful to see black women because a lot of them waking up who are conservative. Ain't nothing better than a black conservative. I'll marry him in a heartbeat. You give me a black woman that's a Republican and conservative, we got a deal right away. But the majority of you are on the chitlin circuit. Of course, you are. Got your little charted groups and your sororities and your niggatry and your chitlin circuit, your black caucus, your hate in your heart. Of course you do. That's not what we're looking for. We don't like that. I don't like those type of black women. To me, those are the Reconstruction Negro slaves who the liberal left have created. Okay, you're going to be obese. You're going to have your own. You're going to be a strong, independent black woman. You're going to be in the black church. You're going to be progressive. You're going to be a Democrat. You're going to be this strong black woman. That's what they have sold to these women, and these women are so miserable. They're so confused. Their health is failing. They can't keep a marriage. Their children despise them as they get older. You look at the meals that they make. You look in their pantry. You go, how do you eat that stuff, ma'am? Do you even read the labels on your food? But that's the strong, liberal, powerful black woman that they're putting out there, isn't it? That's the Fannie Wallace for you. Big old fat ass. The Letitia James. That's the Alvin Braggs of the world. This is who they are. The Jossie Smollett's a white man. He went and put a noose on my neck, and they poured bleach on me. The white man. He's, yeah, come on, nigga, and and I was out to get a sandwich at Subways. You lying sack of shit. You the filthy nigger. Who told you to say that? Oh, Michelle Obama. This is the I get pissed off, ladies and gentlemen. These people not only are trying to ruin the country, they are defaming and shaming our ancestors. Our ancestors, our grandparents, they died flying those B-2s. They died pushing them tanks. They died not ducking the draft. They died in Normandy. They died fighting against the European. They died fighting against the Japanese. They died fighting against the Arab. They died in this country not so we can vote, but that we can be the Supreme Court justice. They died so we can be the sheriff. They died so we can go to college and university. They died so we can own farmlands, acres. They died so we can run districts. They died so we could have opportunities. And niggas on the left is trying to destroy that, telling their children not to support law enforcement, not to support military. They don't teach dietary. They don't teach finance. Your days are numbered, ladies and gentlemen. Your days are numbered. The black church has lost more power, and your leaders are dying and going to jail like you would not believe. Not only P. Diddy, Reverend Jesse Jackson has just left here, and respect to him and whatever he tried to do, he's on his way out. Al Sharpton is on his way out. Jesse Jackson just repudiated Obama and his transgender wife. Just get these niggas up out of here. We've had enough of you. Just grab them by the collar and kick them in the ass. Get out of here, you filthy piece of shit. You have no respect for the flag, no respect for your ancestors, no respect for the black people who died and fought for that flag, who was humiliated, and they kept on going. They got spit in their face. They built towns. They built Black Wall Street. They didn't sit there with their hands on their back talking about we got a strong black woman. There was no fucking strong black woman. There was a strong black family with a father there. Everything from gang members were low, abortions were low, okay, incarceration was low. The moment you let this silly ass strong black woman narrative come in here, these damn democratic foolishness, the black community went to shit. From Detroit to Chicago to New York to California, the niggatry just took over. Your women became low down. Your men had no sense of responsibility, no sense of pride or valor. This is not who black people are going to continue to be. And so when people like Charleston White come in and say, F O block, fuck these rappers, these punk ass fake hip hop niggas and loving hip hop wives and all that, fake eyelashes and wigs and weaves and shit. The hell with that. Well, I don't like him because he's telling you the truth. That's what you don't like. Black folk don't like truth. You always talking about the white man don't like this, the white man always hiding. You the nigga that be hiding. Black people don't want to look at their neighborhoods and say, damn, you know what, our neighborhoods is fucked up. We don't own shit. We ain't got no gas stations. We ain't got no hair stores. You got no what do you got? You got no banks. Oh, you ain't got nothing. They give you a town or an area. He is 95% true. Come on. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. It's easy for me. It's like shooting a free throw. Because niggas know niggas is messed up. But they want to shift all of the blame and all of the reality towards the white man. That's too easy. So that way you don't got to look at what the hell you're doing. We've got away with that for too long. And the Democrats have taught us how to master that. That way we don't have to look at our marriage rates, our divorce rates, our abortion rates, our educational rates. We are not homeschooling. You don't got to say, well, they ain't teaching in school. No, you don't need no teacher to tell you anything about your history or your reality. The parents can do all of that. You just choose not to because the dumber black young children stay, the elite black people who the Democrats are controlling, you continue your reign and your lies and your control over these young children because they're too busy fucking, they're too busy getting high, they're too busy thinking that you got everything under control and you are misleading them, you're bankrupting them, you're killing them. Their hygiene, everything is off on them. Their pH, their mindset, their vibration, their frequency. You keep shuffling your fake ass churches and you're stealing and manipulating of our mothers and grandmothers. You're not pushing good vibrations. You're not pushing good kundalinis. You're not pushing a good consciousness. You niggas don't even know that. Black folks don't know about no damn all they know is about that old Negro church shit and some chitlins and fried chicken and macaroni and cornbread and the white man ain't no good and take your ass to a historically black college and die of obesity and bad health. That's the niggas way. That's the only way that they know. Look at Roland Martin. That's the only way he know. Put on a little university shirt and eat you some mashed potatoes right there and some cornbread and rice. That look at all that goddamn stuff. You're gonna die like you wouldn't believe. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to go off on this rant. Sometimes I gotta chastise black folk. He says, when is the left side of his mouth shut down? Like the right side, he'll shut up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want to comment on that. Did y'all know that Gerald Miller or Gerald Prince Miller is home? And he was part of the Supreme team. I don't know if you ever seen Supreme or him. Uh, Tut is home. A lot of people have come home. Um, I don't know. Have you heard of a few of these people who have done real time, including Max B? If you look at our eye, one of our eye is always lower than the other, and sometimes maybe our face is a little crooked. It is a sign and a symbolage of the royal family of the indigenous black people, and it is a sign of kneeling and being risen and awaking out of your consciousness and out of your brain, and it causes a mark. So when we see each other and I look at them, I know exactly who they are based on their eye. It is almost like the markings on my arm. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, excuse me, wrong arm. It's almost like these markings on my arm, um, the Eye of Horus, and well, as a black person, especially if you're indigenous to the consciousness, your ancestors put a mark on you. You know, sometimes Africans they put these little things on their face and markings. Well, we have markings too. Those of us that belong to the indigenous consciousness of our ancestry. So, what you're saying about my face, what you're seeing is one that you just learned something. And so, again, you can see it in our eyes, you can see it in our face, and you can see it in our demeanor. You can see it uh, in us very, very well when we actually have the light and the illustriousness of our ancestry. Um, And so you can make fun of my whatever you want to say. Now you can skip to the hat because you can't talk about my face. You can't talk about this and that. You can do what you need to do, but it's okay. And this is what niggas do. When you get upset, you want to talk about somebody's mother. You want to talk about somebody's looks. You want to talk about because you can't talk about the Constitution, can you? You can't talk about dietary. You can't talk about finances. You can't talk about government. You can't talk about anything positive. You don't know about soil. You don't know about horticulture, agriculture, the rainforest. You don't know a goddamn thing. The atmosphere, the ionosphere. You don't know a damn thing, do you? All you know is that you need a two-piece of chicken and a roll and some soda. So I'll give you a pass on that. I love you too. But ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, may God bless you. We're going to keep you posted. I refrain from saying Benjamin Netanyahu is dead or he's critically hurt. I believe he might be hurt. I believe it's a very big possibility based on the cryptic messages from his wife, the weird six finger eye AI video, and from how fast things have spread and the targeting precision of Iran to hit our radar systems and other things, given information from Russia and China, I believe it is very easy that Iran knew exactly where Benjamin Netanyahu was, and they struck exactly there. And it may be very unfortunate for the Israeli people that they are going to have to figure this out. Now, maybe you may hear he got sick. The courts made him step down, and we're going to get a new prime minister. He's going to be facing jail charges to cover this up. I don't know, but I do believe that this is a very unfortunate situation. Not for nothing, they're saying the same thing about the Iranian Ayatollah. They're saying he's disfigured. They're saying he's also been hit and hurt in some of their leadership, and that has not also been proven. But I believe in the current days to come, we will figure this out. Now, somebody asked me a question. It says, "Are you? I'm a millionaire." That's what I know. I don't know that you're a millionaire. And if you are, thank you. That tells me that I'm very powerful. I got millionaires coming to watch me. I'm a very clever young man, and I have ran through more millions than you have. When you're like, I used to make $1 million a day. Not all of it was for me. I grew up in New York, and I grew up in the time of the 90s. I was hustling, selling jums at 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Right after Fat Cat Nichols, right after the Supreme Team, right after Pappy Mason, right after John Gotti. I was there, spent a little time on Rikers Island. I was making tons and tons of money. I was blowing through money. I would spend upwards of $600-700 a day on Rikers Island, on Hennessy, strip clubs. Stupid nigga, young kid, not knowing any better in the '90s. Taking cabs everywhere and just having a good time, keeping up with the latest Nike Air Forces and Timberlands. So, yeah, I blew through millions. Most of us are millionaires. We just don't budget our money correctly and trap our money so we can use big portions of it. But people have done many studies. When you add up how many M&Ms, Snickers, cigarettes, liquor niggas are buying, you damn, y'all niggas got spending and buying power even individually. But this is what I've been talking about. Unfortunately, we don't know financial literacy. We don't know how to use our money wisely. And you can see the same thing happens with rappers and other entertainers in the industry. They run through millions and you look at them, what happened to them? Jewel, Santana, this one, that one. Where's their money at? It's all gone. How could these millionaires be broke? The Migos, this one, that one, the contract, Adrian Broner, Mayweather. Here's another guy's damn near a billionaire, and everyone's talking about he's just about broke right now. So when you're asking these questions, I wonder, do you think what you're asking me? And you don't talk like a millionaire. You don't sound, I mean, you might be a millionaire, and I hope you are, because that means that I'm drawing good energy to me. You expose yourself the more you talk. No, I actually expose you, and I show people how wise I am. You're talking about a guy who have been all over this world. I have more stamps on my passport, I guarantee you, than you have subscribers on your page. I've been everywhere from Ethiopia to Kenya, Germany, London, Amsterdam, Egypt. And these are truths. These are real truths. Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you traveled to? What have you brought? What business? See, Google me. Let me Google you. Google Clyde, Yorkshire. Just Google it. Look up AI on me. Look up Chat BBT, whatever you want. Look me up. I come up. What about you? You see the difference? The more you talk, you expose your stuff. Let me look you up. Stocks, baby boy. What? Who are you? You're just a bot and a ding dong. I don't even know who you are. I bet you I can't even find you. And why don't you, since you're talking, why don't you get my latest book? Available on Audible, on Kindle, on Apple, on Amazon. I won't give you some strange name, simple name. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. You can Google it right now as we talk. Go into another tab and Google it. Or just Google Clyde, Yorkshire, and you'll see everything comes up for me. Who are you? That's the difference. And Negroes like him get embarrassed and watch him go run. Oh, I didn't know who that nigga was. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I'm not your average cat, man. I'm not who but you're trying to portray. Whatever. That's who I probably am. Okay? This no, you said EBT. I said Chat GPT or whatever it is, but you said EBT because you're thinking about an EBT card. All right. Okay, too. May God be with y'all. It is a trying time for you guys too, and I love y'all. And I hope, as I said, everything is going to be okay with you guys because I know it's tough right now. And bless the soldiers and their families. It is very tough. I get it. I get it. And to have to put someone in the ground, it is a very tough thing to do. And I respect it, and I love you guys, and I pray for you. I shed tears because I love my country, and it is nothing worse than seeing your fellow brothers and sisters come home with that flag draped over that casket. It is a terrible thing. It is a really terrible thing. These people sacrifice and they put themselves out there. They love this country so much. They really try, and they leave behind families and children, and they leave behind all of the things that they are supposed to have got explored, or the things that they're supposed to appreciate. They don't get a chance to live no more because they went on to be with the Lord, defending your ass while you talk online, silly and reckless. But listen, we're gonna talk later. Hopefully, we may even come back online as things develop, and it usually takes a couple of days because the fake news. You got to sift through these things. This is so sad that you got to that it's like that. It's so hard to get just an honest answer, and no one likes coming on here talking about what we lost, what we didn't. I don't want my American way of life to end. I love the way I live. I love my country. I love everything that we do and we stand for, and we have the biggest heart, and to see some of that little by little starting to vanish, it is the saddest thing ever. And I am the hugest Trump supporter. I love Trump. I love the MAGA movement. I love the country, but I am not on board with lying to the American people. We don't get down like that. And maybe that might encourage some of you who are Democrats to come over to this party and realize that we're not like the left. We're not going to sit there and lie. We're not going to make up stuff. Okay, we're not pushing hate. We're not pushing inappropriate things on our children through YouTube and other sources. We really want the best thing for everybody, ladies and gentlemen. So God bless you on your Sunday. Maybe you guys are coming from church, or you're going to church, or you've been to church already. And I hope you get a good start to your Monday and get you some good rest. I love you. We don't do color over here. We don't do culture and ethnicity issues. We love you all, and we all want the best for this country. May God bless you, and have a good night.